Why don't we shift a little bit? We had to spend a couple of minutes with Jed York, the 49er owner. A very serious topic, perhaps the only thing that really is a negative in the NFL these days. This past season, another high school football player died after a game in which he suffered brain trauma. And a recent study confirms what people thought to be true. Participation in youth football is down. Many parents simply won't let their kids play anymore. Not long ago, as we said, we talked with Jed York about this serious issue. There's no question America's #1 sport is football. You think any of these revelations, do you fear any of it chipping away at the popularity of your sport?
No, I mean, the numbers are holding, they're rising, and I think it's been very good. What we need to do is continue to make our game safer. And, you know, unfortunately for us, you know, from a game standpoint, Vernon Davis had a concussion. He wanted to go back into the game, and the doctors wouldn't let him go back into the game. And ultimately, that's the best thing for the league, is to have a guy that wants to play, that the doctors say, no, you can't. You suffered a concussion. You need to sit down. And I think that's where the league is going, and I think that's a good thing for player health and safety.
Yeah, so just here's the big dramatic question. You would let your son then play football, from what you know now?
Well, you're saying that like I have a choice in what my son does. My wife would let our son play football.
Well, that's the boss. Okay, fair enough. Hey, one more. All right, let's just go right down the row here. Kate, you think 25 years from now, I mean, football's king, but 25 years from now, so many young people will be veered off into other directions that the NFL won't be king?
I think there's a chance. Yeah, I definitely think there's a chance. I mean, we've seen it with baseball. We've seen it with basketball. A lot of kids are seeing the potential of making money in different sports. Football is the sport right now. But I think we've seen the numbers drop considerably just in the past couple of years in youth football participation. So I think that goes 1 or 2 generations. And yeah, all of a sudden, another sport like football overtook baseball. Another sport to take over football.
What do you think, Richie? A lot of talk, and then at the end of the day, as long as people are making money hand over fist, somebody gets a concussion, as Jay-Z says, on to the next one, huh?
Yeah, sadly, in that respect, I think you're right, Gary. And even though you talk to current players today, they say, we know the risks going in. And even if it becomes more pronounced and more obvious that it is potentially life-threatening if you stay in this game long enough with the brain trauma, the concussions, there are many guys who would sign off and still go. And I think there may be a day when you'll sign a form that says you know the risks. And sad but true, it is a dangerous sport, and inherent, intrinsic. It's not going to change. And I don't think the desire to play is going to be mitigated for many.
Okay, fair enough.